Hey, Ed, how you doing? Mark is right here too.
Morning, all.
Hey, good morning. How
Evening.
you doing?
All right, yourself? Hi, Justin.
Another
Sup?
day, another day in paradise. You know how that goes.
Yep.
Hey, Justin.
Right, help
Emma?
plug my damn mic back in.
Yeah, it would help.
Dominic, Justin.
Howdy, all.
What's up, Edward?
How's it
Andy,
going,
how's it
Dominic?
going?
Yeah, I'm all right. Yourself?
Yeah,
How you
hanging.
feeling today?
Well, not tip top, but not as bad as it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Obviously better because you managed to edit them videos, so
Yeah.
that's good.
I know.
So you must be doing
Take
something, right?
take a couple days for medicine to kick in fully.
And
Yeah.
the little girl is over here. You know what she's trying to remind me of? It's
What?
dinner time, Dad. It's dinner time.
Yeah. No rest for the wicked.
Yeah, I put
Edward,
the, I put the dog
Randy.
food in Precious's bowl. Then I spoonful spooned a bowl full of Kate's beef stew and dumplings into a bowl for me, and then put the little bit that was left in her bowl. And she ate the stew and left the dog food.
I'll leave it up to you guys to handle it until I get her fed because she's bugging the heck.
Yeah, yeah. I have to I have to dodge basically three cats. If you don't feed them in the right order, one of them goes up and steals the other one.
Oh yeah.
You're not quick enough.
Mm.
It's a
Set my
revolving
microphone.
scenario anyway.
Don't you speak that freaking blasphemy to me, Randy. I said microphone, not MacBook.
Yeah.
Blasphemy. What's up, Edward?
Oh,
Captain Joe.
oh no. Yeah. Get well soon.
Guess Joe must have not went to that game then. I thought he had a game tonight to go to. I guess kicked his ass enough. Going.
Mhm.
I don't know whether the schools play on Saturdays, do they?
Oh yeah, it is Saturday, huh? I don't know.
It is.
Well, it's
No?
Sunday where you are, but it's Saturday
Yeah,
where,
I know. I'm just being a smart ass.
and where I am, it's still Saturday just.
Most of our sport is played on Saturday afternoon and Saturday night.
Ours is played Saturday dinner time, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Sunday dinner time, Sunday afternoon, Monday night, Tuesday night,
Well,
Wednesday night, Thursday night.
well, we have two teams left in our competition, and our grand final is played next Saturday.
Uh-huh.
I went
Right.
to go see Mia.
And is your team one of them?
Sadly not.
Oh,
Sadly not, but the two teams that I hate got bundled out over the weekend. So it's a neutral sort of thing.
uh-huh.
So I'm not really fussed either way. I'm a neutral supporter, but I have teams that have friends that do barrack for both teams, but one of the teams they barrack for more. So
Mm.
if I'm going to show any allegiance, it'll be to the other side.
Uh-huh. Well, I know Manchester City play tomorrow, and David's team, Preston, play Blackburn, which is their arch enemy tomorrow.
It's always great fun when two arch rivals play each other.
Mm. I think Preston and Blackburn are within about 20 miles of each other.
Yeah. Well, we have two suburbs with exactly the same name, and they're about 20 kilometers away from each other as well. Uh,
Well, Man City and Man United's grounds are probably only about 5 to 6 miles away from each other.
well, we don't play your football at this ground, on my background. To that side is where our soccer is played, as in
Uh-huh.
your football.
Yeah.
I actually have the panorama shot of this photo actually takes in the soccer ground or football.
All right.
Yeah, your
Melbourne
guys.
Rectangular Stadium. It's called.
Yeah, your guys' that stadium's very round.
Yes.
A lot of our stadiums got more of an oval shape.
Oval, yep, they get more people in.
Well, that's because it's
Well,
a cricket.
it's what kind of field is that?
This
Cricket.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, cricket and AFL football. There were 93,000 there last night. And 97,000 2 weeks ago. And there'll be 100,000 there next Saturday.
And then some of the stadiums can look round, but then in the inside the seats are in an oval type setting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Just the exterior looks more rounded.
It
Have you seen
probably-
the
It probably is slightly oval.
Have you seen the stadium that the Raiders built in Vegas? Oh man, that thing is nice.
It came today. This is
Yay.
the second one, the wrong one.
Yeah.
But when I plug it in, It just flashes like that. It does. See, it doesn't charge.
Ah,
What's that?
might have to either send it back or
Well, I
Hi, Brenda.
put in eBay to return the item. They want frickin' pictures. What the hell?
Look at this, Dominic. Look at that.
When
Yeah.
it when
Oh,
they
Allegiant
charge
Allegiant
up,
Stadium. Yeah, I know about it. I know about Allegiant Stadium. Yes.
Yeah, that thing's badass looking.
when
Yeah.
they charge up, the green light scroll across.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
This one just flashes fast, which makes me think it's a dead battery because I've never received a control that didn't have something in it, and this says dead.
Yeah, see,
Sometimes you can leave it on, charge for a while, and it comes good.
there's like an overview of it.
Yeah.
And is it
Hey.
the right one? Is it the RC2? Was it got the antennas on
Oh,
it?
this is the RC1. This is the one I didn't
No.
want to order, but they wouldn't let me cancel it when I canceled it within hours.
All right.
They asked the person that was selling it if they would allow me to cancel it. He said no. Brick.
Why? Because you're just gonna do a return on it.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
Yep.
So do you think I ought to
maybe.
plug it in for a while and see what happens, or what?
No,
That's
just
what I'd
return
try.
it.
That's what I'd try.
But I don't
Leave it in
care.
for an hour and see what happens.
I don't want to use it, so
I wouldn't touch it. I'd just put it back in
Well,
the
if you
box.
don't, if you don't want to, if you're not going to use it, just send it back. If you're going to cancel it, just
put
send
it
it back.
put it back in the box he sent it in, get the return label, slap it back over the label he had on there,
okay. Here's
and
what
then
it
good to
says.
go.
I'm going to screen share the return. Share. Screen share. Share. Okay, here's what it says. Return
Internal
item.
battery.
I said the internal battery is dead and will not charge. Please provide photos.
Well, just take a photo, not charging.
Yeah, take a short video and just
Well, you don't even need to take a video. Just take a photograph of it.
yeah,
Switch
just take
on.
a couple of photos and upload it.
Yeah, leave it switched off. Take a photograph of it. You say it's not charging. Make sure there's a lead plugged into it. You don't have to have the other end plugged into a charger. Just make sure there's a lead showing being plugged in to the remote so that when they see the picture, they can see a lead plugged in and nothing happening.
Mm.
Right. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. Just plug a cable into it, but don't actually plug it in.
Mm.
And then just take a picture of it. Send that bitch back. Because he was probably hoping you were going to buy it and just decide not to send it back.
Mia,
Find
what
a-
is your problem? Let me find it. Let me find a cable that's not got any power to it. Okay. Come on, Mia. What do you want?
What's up, Brenda?
In the one in your drone case. Oh, the Air 2S uses micro USB, doesn't it? Not C type.
Thought
I
it
have
was.
no idea.
Because
I
they
don't
are.
know about that. I've never.
I
That
would
one I don't.
assume it's new enough.
Yeah.
It should be C.
Well, the RC uses C type, but the Air 2S was before they started moving over to C type, I think, and I think it charges with a micro USB. So even if he has a cable in his drone case, it'd probably be the wrong one.
Well, he should have one for the one that he
But
already
he
has.
must have a C type somewhere.
Well, yeah, because he already has one of those controllers. Plus, he has the
He's got two of
newer
those.
ones. So. Well, he had two. He's apparently sold that Mini 3. So
How did he get rid of one of them with that? Right.
yeah, because it came with that one came with one of them. Saturday Night Tech and eBay returns with Paul Larry.
Yep.
That's why I don't like dealing with eBay and shit, dude. I'd rather just sell locally if I'm gonna sell something. You come pick it up, see me in person, give me the money, and you're out. Boom, later. There is no return at that point.
Well, the guy I got the iMac from was pretty good because he still had it all plugged in and set up on his bench. So when I got there, he switched it on and showed me it all working and everything to show that it was perfectly all right.
What do you think
That's
about
what
that
I do.
picture?
Yeah, I don't see any
Yeah,
problem
why
with
not?
that.
There you go.
Because in all likelihood, it's not plugged in all the way. That's why it's not flashing.
Mm-hmm.
But it gets the point across.
Like I said, I would just go ahead and see. That's why I do the same thing, Mark. When I'm selling somebody something, I make sure that if it doesn't work or something, that they know that right off the bat, and I repeat it numerous times to them when I'm
Yeah.
talking to them in person. Like, this does not work, or if it works, then I let them go through it and check it and everything. Just like when I sold that lawnmower, I had that lawnmower my neighbor gave me. It was brand fucking new looking, looked like it never been used, but it
Mhm.
just wouldn't start, and I cleaned the carburetor, did a couple little things, so I couldn't get it to work. So I just got frustrated fucking with it. So I put it on Facebook Marketplace for about, I think I sold it for $50. The guy showed up, didn't even try to negotiate the price, just handed me $50. I said, I just want to make sure you understand it does not run. And he said, don't worry about it. I'm the type of guy, I'll get this thing going. I said, all right.
Are you sure the fuel tap was switched on?
Yeah, I went through a few of the basic repairs on it, but I couldn't get it to run. I don't know what was wrong with it. And I didn't really have a lot of tools at that time, so I didn't have I started buying up after we moved out of the house is when I started buying tools and stuff and getting all my tools back up to where I had tools to actually do projects and shit if I needed to. All I had was a little tool bag with shitty ass little mounts of tools in it.
Could have been anything. Could have been a dodgy spark plug. Could have been a cracked plug lead.
Yeah, and I told the guy, like, I made sure he knew that before he left. I said it to him a couple times. I was like, this does not run. I cannot get it to start. And he was completely fine with it. Because, I mean, it was like a $250 lawnmower if you went and bought it brand new. And this thing looked new. I mean, the blade didn't have any of the paint was gone off the blade. I mean, the body was like, had no scratches on it. It looked brand fucking new.
You
Motor
know what?
looked clean as hell.
You know, on the handle of it,
Uh-huh.
was there another lever going across the same as the handle, only a bit further forward of it?
No. It
Because
was just a single handle that you pulled down while you were using it, and then if you let off of it, it would turn the mower off. Now I had a really nice self-propelled lawnmower, one of the self-propelled ones where it had two of them, and you would squeeze one for the gas and one for the front wheels to move, and then it would, it made it like effortless pushing it. You didn't.
They usually have a lever for the throttle and the choke. Then they have a dead man's handle, which as soon as you let go, cuts the engine off.
This one was a
You have to
chokeless
hold.
one.
And then they have another handle, which when you move forward will drive it.
No, this one was a Briggs and Stratton chokeless motor. That was the advertisement on the top of it, this main sticker. It said no choke, starts with first pull every time. Well, the bitch didn't start. That was actually one of because even my self-propelled lawnmower had that on there. It didn't have a choke either. It was a chokeless one. You would just prime it and then pull the handle, and that was it. You had the little prime button.
You had a prime button. Was it two-stroke?
Yeah. No, it's just a little prime button that you push down at the bottom to push the gas.
that have a prime button are normally 2-stroke rather than 4-stroke.
No, most of the lawnmowers usually have those over here. It'll just be a little prime button, and they're not 2-stroke now. It's just to pump a little gas into the carburetor to get it going.
Uh-huh. Mine's got a Honda engine.
Yeah, my self-propelled was a Honda, but the other one was a Briggs and Stratton, but they were both chokeless.
Yeah.
Briggs and Stratton makes really good motors, though. I mean,
Briggs
I'm
and-
sure it was.
They were
I'm
one
sure
of
it was.
the best makes. They're
Yeah,
the one.
I'm just.
I think they're still the ones that are used at Wimbledon and
yes,
the hand mowers on some of the big golf courses.
yep,
Yeah, well, they're really good, and I'm sure it was something stupid. I'm not a big engine person, so I did what I could by watching some videos on what common issues were. And
I have actually got an really old Briggs and Stratton in the garage.
I
Which-
mean, everything.
One of the
was super
ones with rotary blades rather than the fan blade. It's got the proper lawnmower blade on the front of it, and then a big stone roller behind it. But it's still a petrol mower.
Well, like I said, I took the carburetor apart on this thing, and it was fucking clean. I mean, didn't have a speck of dirt in it, and it had good compression. So, like I said, I didn't ever took the spark plug out because I didn't have the tools at the time to do that. As I said, all I had at the time was a little tool bag, and it just had a bunch of junk mix and match tools in it. And so when we moved out, I was like, I'm so tired of not having basic ass tools when I need to do something. So I went out and bought a big ass toolbox, and then I slowly started filling it up. Every paycheck, I would go to different like Harbor Freight and stuff, and I'd buy a set of sockets, set of screwdrivers, and I slowly filled it up over like a 6-month period.
Mhm.
Until I had like everything I thought I would ever need for what my capability is, I guess.
Yeah, I think I've probably
Frank.
nearly everything I ever needed twice.
What's up, Frank?
Hey guys, how you guys doing today?
Hey, Frank,
Good.
Hi, Francois.
how's life in the fast lane, Frank?
Oh, not bad. Keeping busy. My hair's a mess, but keeping busy.
Yeah, good. That's one way to keep you out of trouble, Frank.
I know. My son got invited to play for another team this afternoon. He didn't want to go, but I forced him, so now he's not happy on me.
Play for what do you what
That's
team?
soccer.
What are you talking?
Playing hockey, he's a goaltender.
Oh, hockey.
Okay.
They needed a spare goaltender to. It's an inter-team event, so they needed 2 goaltenders. So he asked my son.
You mean ice hockey,
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
ice hockey.
No. not field hockey?
not field hockey,
No.
no.
I'm Canadian, eh? We have ice here.
Yeah.
He thought he lived in Southern California.
Team, Manchester Storm.
And I decided to print the little cat here. Oh. I decided to print a cat on my printer. I got a Bamboo Lab. It's pretty fast.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, those are some
Now
nice
the
printers,
edges.
man. Mike Nitrain, he's got 2 of the P1Ps, I think they are, or the 2 of the big ones. I can't remember what model it is, but he's got the AMS on both of them.
Yeah, I
The
got the
4
AMS
colors.
on here. This is called the A1. It's
Yeah, the A1, yeah.
This
A1
is
with an AMS.
One same as the one David's got, I think.
Yeah, the ones that Mike have are the big ones that are all boxed in, they're real big, and they're more industrial looking.
Yes.
That's the X. Is it the X1 Pro or something?
Yeah, they have an X1 Carbon, I think that is. The highest one is the Carbon.
I can't remember which one he has. I know it's one of the more industrial looking ones. He's got 2 of them. Let me see if, as a matter of fact, I think he sent me a picture. Let me see if I can find it. I'll show you. But
Yeah,
he's
they
got
have
like,
X1, P1, A1. So, and then
I
they
think
have the
he's got the,
carbon.
I don't think it's the carbon.
I got my return labels already.
Nice.
Have you got glue to stick it down with?
What do you mean?
I don't need glue. I never use glue.
No, I mean Paul for his labels.
No, it says just go into the UPS store, which is just up the road, and they'll take the information off of this and print one.
All right, yeah.
X1E is for professional and engineering application.
Mm,
Here.
yeah, I don't think Mike's got that.
Somebody
I'll
tried
show
to
you.
screw me on
I found
a controller.
There you go,
All right.
Frank. This is his right here. The two back here.
Okay.
And then you can see he's got tons of filament. I mean, cases of them. And then he did one. Where's it at? Let me see if I can find it. It's the one that he did with the Mad Hatter.
Yeah, it's crazy how the Bamboo Lab, it's kind of cool. Yeah, I like the finishes that it gives you and all that. So I didn't mind paying the extra for it.
See if I can find that Mad Hatter he did.
Yeah.
Here we go. Look how big this damn thing is.
Wow.
Freaking huge. And then he built himself some slides. Yeah, he makes a lot of stuff. Mike's pretty good. He knows a lot about that shit.
Cool.
He does he goes to like the craft shows and stuff and sells with his wife. So he does a lot of that. And he's got an online store he's been pushing for a while. You know, and I thought a good place for him to go would have been Comic-Con, but man, they are flooded with 3D printers there now.
I guess.
People making stuff for like different comic book characters and reselling them there. And I thought it was a good idea, but then he started telling me, man, he was like, dude, there's so many people there doing it now. And I was looking it up. Yeah, there's just tons of
Oh, there's a
booths there.
couple lightsabers I want to print. There's lightsabers with a light inside of it and where the handle goes. It's really in depth what you can do nowadays. It's crazy.
Well, and
Yeah.
Bamboo, I think, is selling a lot of the lighting kits for different prints too now too. Because he did the mouse. He did wireless mouses for the computer. They sell the whole internals for that now. You just print the
Cool.
body and then you can buy the internals. I think they were like $10 or $12 for the whole hardware setup, and then you just install it in there and you just made yourself a wireless mouse. But he bought those from straight from Bamboo. So if you do the costing and the internals, it costs you probably, I'm gonna estimate probably about $15 to make it. You do a really nice, cool looking body style, you can probably get $20, $25 for one.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at least 25.
Mm.
Might even been cheaper than that. I can't remember how much he paid for each kit.
All right, Frank.
Hey, Dominic.
You got any new cars you're working on?
Just a Carmen Dia, Volkswagen Carmen Dia, I think they call
Gia.
it.
Oh, yeah,
Gear
Oh.
with a G.
Gia, yeah, that's it.
close enough.
Well,
I gotta paint the
what is
body.
that?
It's like a Porsche Sportster version of a
Yeah.
Volkswagen Beetle.
Yeah, it's like
Not the look.
halfway between both of them.
Oh, there
This
it goes.
guy.
They are
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Okay.
to buy
I love
either.
that. Yeah, I used to love those cars.
Okay, yeah. I've never heard of that before. All right.
Yeah.
Pretty cool looking though.
Spelled with a K.
And I am
luck.
not gonna do the body post. I'm putting magnets. I hate having body posts on nice bodies like that.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I've always hated those body posts.
Mm.
That's why I love having a 3D printer because you can actually print the proper body post for them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the body post is what you're talking about. Comes up through the body and holds it
yes,
onto the
where
front.
you put the little
Okay.
Bring clip
those
through it.
little pins, because you
Yeah.
always lose those. You always lose those pins.
What are those called? Not Carter pins. Those aren't.
Cotter pins.
Yeah, that's what I'd call them. Cotter pins.
Like Carter pins are the ones you bend though, right? Or are they those
No.
slide on ones?
No, they're split pins.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So I was right then. Yeah, the Carter pins. Okay.
No, Cotter, not Carter.
Cotter,
Cotter.
as in welcome
Cotter.
back Cotter.
Cotter.
I know it's spelt differently, but it's like welcome back Cotter. That's what it sounds like.
Cotter.
To C instead of a
Do it with the
K, but
accent. Oh, I got to go through the live stream from last night. Matt was on a fucking roll last night.
All right.
on this one.
No,
Or,
my live stream last night.
oh, okay. I'll go. Yeah.
I went,
Dude, it was funny as shit, dude. He went after Corey, and then he went after Tim, then he went after Jason. It was funny as shit.
Yeah.
after that finished.
Oh, he was just, yeah, he was being real extra last night, but it was funny as shit.
Oh, great.
Makes a change me having an early-ish night. And I didn't need to bed that early because the nurse didn't turn up until about 1:30 this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Probably go through that
They've been-
tomorrow.
They've been coming about 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna go through that live stream tomorrow, pull a bunch of clips out of there.
So there'll be about 300 just in shorts on tomorrow, will
Yep.
I actually haven't posted any shorts at all in a while. I've just because they don't really have any much traction anymore, so I don't post as many. Sometimes I go like a week or so without posting any.
Oh, yeah. You guys still fly a lot of drones? Oh, yeah.
I don't, but
Fair
the
amount.
other three do.
Yeah.
I
I
own,
do.
I own a lot of drones. I don't fly a lot of drones.
Yeah, he lives in England, so they don't get very much good weather.
I'm
to
just
fly.
I'm just a rookie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
England is
we're
always
all
rainy.
amateurs here.
I'm
We're
waiting
all
for
amateurs.
a nice day to go and fly my new Mini 4 Pro.
Okay.
Are you flying any drones at all, Frank?
I just got the Sparks. That's the only one I have is a Sparks.
Okay. That's what Justin used to fly.
Okay.
I had a bunch of drones. That was just one I had. Yeah, I had the Spark, the Mini 2, Mini 1, the Air 2.
Do you still have the Spark or no?
No, I still have it. Me.
Justin sold his, I think, didn't you?
Yeah, I sold all my drones, and the Mini 1 was the one I gave to Dustin when that guy stole his drone.
Yeah, I
Let
remember
Dustin
that.
have the Mini 1 combo kit I had.
But you still have the Tello, right?
Yeah, but I'm taking the Tello. I'm going to take the Tello up to the high school, and I'm going to donate it to their drone class that they're doing. They're doing a drone and robotics class that Thomas is in, so I'm going to take it up there and see if they want it. Because the Tellos you can do coding and shit on too.
Yep.
Python and stuff. So
Cool.
Yep.
if they want to do something with it, I figure I'll take it up there and let them play around with it and add to their little collection of drones they have at the school. So.
Well, Frank, I would think that you would be engineering some kind of a truck that'll take off and fly through the woods and come back and land and go through the woods and
Yeah, it's a wonder.
I have enough engineering to do. Like I'm building this one here is going to be, that's all 3D printed. And it's actually a flatbed that's, it's like a coal truck, but a flatbed that's on a slant to put a
Where you
car
can drive
behind it.
up on it, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I already had the frame built for it with servos that actually brings up the front and brings down the rear. So
a,
it
reco-
actually tilts down.
a recovery truck.
Yep.
I want to get, I've always wanted to see somebody like that's heavily into RCs or even like FPV drones get together and make a hobby grade flying RC car
Okay.
that could land and take off. That'd be interesting to see. I've never seen anybody actually. There are some like really cheapy Chinese kind of crap ones out there that don't really work all that well. JD did a video on one that he flew around,
Mm.
but it would be awesome to see like a hobby grade version of that, something that's well built with
Yeah,
real good parts and stuff.
I know one of my friends a few years back, well, a few years back, it must be 10 years now. He actually tried to put some wings of a big plane on a short course truck, on a truck, and actually made it jump. And he wanted to see if it was going to jump farther with the wings than without the wings.
So it
So-
glide.
Yeah, so it would glide, but he didn't have any yaw or pitch or anything to control it once it started taking off. So he didn't do too good. But I guess if you put some kind of gyro in there to help it once it starts, like to stabilize, especially from side to side, because once it catches wind there and too much wind on one wing, you got to
Yeah.
recover it. So
Yeah, it would be cool to see that though, like where it'd be like a really cool off-road looking truck or something, and then you could literally just jump it, switch modes real quick, boom, take off, just fly it
Yeah.
around. That would be interesting
Well,
to see.
I guess what you could actually do is use an RC plane complete and build a truck body round it.
You just have to, the hard part would just be connecting, I guess, I don't know, I guess so. If you use like an FPV or RC controller where you could have multiple modes on it, that way you could quickly switch between modes,
Mhm.
which they do have, right? Like, don't
Between
they
the-
have?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. See, like I said, they have some like toyish versions of that kind of out there, but that's not really like what you would consider like hobby grade type builds.
Yeah, they're not very expensive. They're like 30, 40, 50 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they're little kids type toys, you know, kind of like air hog type setup.
Yeah, you need a kit that had folding wings, and there are some out there.
I had the air hog car that you could drive on the wall. It just had a fan that kind of vacuumed the car to the wall, and then you could drive up and down the wall with it.
Cool. Well, I got to get ready to bring my son to the hockey rink. So I'll be
Okay,
talking
good
to you guys
luck.
later.
Have fun.
Thanks for
Cheers.
stopping by.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
Frank,
Night.
thanks for stopping by.
What's up, TJ?
Well,
Here's one for you, Dominic, right here.
Hey, that's the way.
Flying Santa Claus with music.
Yeah, even better.
It's even got a controller.
Nice.
Look at the price, $18 each.
Yeah, definitely.
God.
Do it.
Hey, TJ, Brenda.
DJ.
Hey, Brenda, what's going on? Yeah, flying Santa Claus. That sounds good. Something that you could get into, Dominic.
Oh, definitely.
Well, you know, I'm surprised some of these guys that always like think way out of the box don't put together a like half size sled with reindeer that actually move, that each have two props on each side of the reindeer and four on the back, and be able to fly around in the sky.
Sure, somebody's probably fucking made one. Look on YouTube.
Mm.
Flying Santa sleigh.
That usually happens when you buy one and the wife throws it at you.
Oh Jesus.
What was that for? Does that mean yes, there is one?
Hold on, let me look at this video and then I'll show it to you.
Uh-oh.
Make sure that the thumbnail isn't clickbait.
Yeah, because Christmas is coming up pretty quickly.
TJ says he's getting one.
Yep. We're gonna see the unboxing video, TJ.
You'd ever finish it though? Hold on,
Yeah, I think it's all clickbait because I don't see any.
hold on. Oh yeah, this dude's like got a bunch of shit. He's like,
Oh, sounds delicious, Don. Hey, Don.
I'm done.
What's Don making? Oh,
Burgers.
prepping burgers for the grill tonight.
there you go.
Yeah, I read that wrong the first time I looked at it and said prepping burgers for the girls tonight.
Yeah, Brenda,
Oh,
I
possibly.
didn't mean to make a big deal out of it, but I
Yeah.
figured being here alone, if I don't get myself to the hospital
Oh,
and get
that's the
checked,
caramelizing onions. Now that sounds delicious.
I'm liable
There
to
you
go
go,
down.
Paul.
Mhm.
There you go, Paul.
What's that?
Let's see how big you even see. Look at this.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know if I'd ride in the damn thing, but
Would you ride it?
he's got some weight in there, so obviously it can lift something.
Yeah, there's no reindeer.
He's got barbells across the middle of it to steady it out.
Yeah, stay kind of stabilize it.
It's the engineering of it.
There's no reindeer.
And then he does have like some other stuff here. He does have a, where do I see it here? Oh yeah, right here. He's got a monster truck and RC plane. There you go.
Awesome.
There are big people that have made them. Exactly like, pretty much exactly what Mark said. He took a
Yeah.
plane body and then built a truck body on a truck around it.
Mm.
Looks like all balsa wood, maybe. Yeah, so there it goes, flying around.
Oh, there it goes.
As long as you can land it and drive it, that's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
And I bet, yeah, see, look at that landing makes it nice too, because with the big wheels, it takes a lot of that.
Yeah.
It's really good for the landing, having them big ass wheels on there.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. This dude has a whole bunch of videos, though. Like
Wow.
of him doing different, like, crossovers between stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'll put the link in the chat if anybody wants to check out his channel.
And there's the link for
Brisket
that
burgers.
Justin put in the chat.
Brisket burgers. That's it.
Mmm. Delicious.
I made us some chicken wraps again for dinner tonight.
You mean
Mm.
what?
Chicken wraps. Like it's buffalo chicken with cheese and lettuce,
Ooh.
tortilla.
Mmm. Mouth watering.
Golden
Sarah-
chicken
Finger
tortilla.
licking.
Sarah went
Yeah.
out with some friends tonight, so I made dinner before she left, so she didn't have to do it.
Good.
She didn't want it.
They call it finger licking chicken. That'd be a good name for a restaurant, wouldn't it? Finger licking chicken.
Mm.
Gonna get my eat on and then come up and BS with you guys. Yeah, please do, TJ, because one day I'm afraid you're gonna choke on something.
You don't be licking on your wife, TJ.
Oh, you can't be saying that. Joe's not here with his disclaimer.
That's right. Joe's doing football again tonight.
No, he's not well.
What?
He's listening in the chat. He's not feeling good.
That's the sniffles.
Oh yeah, because he was sounding pretty hoarse. I wonder if he got COVID. You know, that's the problem with anybody that goes out in the public a lot. You're liable to catch anything.
True. Well, I got the tram 4 stops to Asda next to
Oh,
Manchester
great.
football ground and went and picked in some more dressings for me wound that the district nurse had prescribed.
Wow.
Bought some freshly baked bread while I was there and some custard filled donuts. A bit like a bit like Boston creams, only just with sugar on the outside of them instead of the icing.
Mm.
5 for £1.70.
Oh, that's a good price.
That's the normal price for them.
Oh shit, that's all right then.
Well, the best buy in the world was the one that Joe got for all those wings and he got macaroni, cheese and macaroni salad, and he only paid like $10 for it.
Yeah.
No, the best buy I've seen so far is where Mark got like the 10,000 fucking donut.
Oh
holes
yeah,
for $2. Remember that?
yeah.
Yep.
Tim Hortons. What's it?
He got like a couple
Don't-
hundred, didn't he?
Yeah, I got 150.
He only paid like a couple pounds, didn't he?
Yeah, it was. I think it was something like £1, £1.80 or something each.
Mm.
So yeah, about £5 for 150 of the mini donuts.
Oh, dude, I used to love when I'd go to my aunts and uncles for the summertime. My uncle that owned the bakeries. Because all his kids, they like hated cake and donuts and shit because they were around it so much they would never eat them. And he would always bring the donuts home every day, and I'd sit there and fucking just munch down on them. Because he would not serve day old donuts. Like if they were over, at the end of the day, they all had to go.
Four little
Same with bread. All bread was made fresh every day, loaves of bread. And he did all different types, like jalapeno bread, pumpernickel, like he just made everything. And yeah, he would sell out like crazy. We used to go to the flea market on the weekend to sell bread. And we'd probably take a couple thousand loaves and they'd all be gone within about 6 hours. That's how much people loved his bread. And you could get one loaf was $3, or you could do 2 for $5. and then he'd give us a little bit of money at the end of the day for helping him. But the one bread that he sold a lot of that always sold out real quick was the jalapeno bread and the sourdough.
I
That
can
was the two-
understand that one. Yes.
Those two sold out like every freaking like within the first couple of hours. Those were all gone. Those were the two that we carried the most of. Yeah, he had 3 bakeries. He had 2 in 2 different grocery stores. That they were like little small grocery stores that didn't have a bakery. He had 2 in there, and then he had a main bakery that was on its own. It was its own building. But like I said, all my cousins and stuff that lived, like my cousins that obviously that were my aunt and uncles that lived there, they didn't like any of that stuff. To this day, most of them won't eat donuts or cake or anything. They just grew up around it so much they don't like it. Dressing goes with wounds. Thousand Islands Ranch. Thousand Islander Ranch. I have no idea. What's up, Dusty? Donald said, ask Mark. He's the one that went to get dressing for his wounds.
Hey,
Donald said, what dressing goes with wounds? Thousand Island or Ranch? And I said, I don't know. He said, ask Mark. He's the one that went to get dressing for his wounds.
Yeah.
Has anybody heard from Laura?
buffalo dressing. Yeah.
That's since yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
No,
Mm.
she's taking a break from YouTube, so
David's
while
chilling
she's
too,
on
huh?
vacation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
both
but
are chilling. Both are chilling.
I think both of them are taking the time just to kind of get off YouTube,
Yeah.
spend some alone
Call the
time with
time out.
themselves. Yeah.
Told you, David said he was going to decorate the living room.
Yes.
Hey,
Well,
East Coast, how's it going?
You told him not to pull the light fitting down again.
Yeah, I did. Yes, I'm gonna pull that live stream open up tomorrow and pull some shit.
Pick it
Boy, them
apart.
damn Democrats
Yep.
just can't help themselves. It used to be that under Trump, it's going to cost a family $3,400 a month more. Then it was $3,600 a month. Now it's $3,900 a month. Fucking
What?
idiots.
I mean,
Oh.
anybody who thinks the economy's better now than it was 4 or 5 years ago is
Oh,
fucking high.
there's a lot of those young people believe that bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't noticed their Big Mac's gone up $2. That it takes
No, there's a
Instead
lot of
of-
them. Their mommy and daddy pay for everything. They don't even pay attention.
Like I said,
Mhm.
the 4 years that Trump was in office, dude, it was like back to being able to almost fill your car up with $20 again,
Yep.
like back in the day. And now it's like almost $50, $60 to fill it.
Yep. I just
That's
filled
just
the,
one
I
of
just filled
many.
the
That's just
towel
one
up
of
was
many.
$45, and it still had a quarter of a tank.
Like I said, me and Aubrey went to the store for Sarah's mom last week, and I literally had 3 bags of shit, and it was $69 or $70. It was like around 69 and some change.
Yep.
And I was like, what the fuck did I buy that was $70?
And
This
you
is
weren't
nuts.
buying high end stuff either, were you?
No, it was just some basic everyday stuff. And it's fucking $70, dude. 4 years ago, that would have cost me probably $25, $30.
Yeah.
No, that's like I said, it's one of many things. Look at the interest rates. They're almost triple than what they were 4 years ago. It's fucking ridiculous. They've already said this is the first time in history that the younger generation is going to be worse off than their parents were.
But you
Yeah.
know what?
And this
I
isn't-
don't know if they
this
all
isn't
believe
just-
that or not.
Then this
Even
isn't just
though-
the US, this is across the board in most Western countries.
Even though the wages are still going to be higher than what the parents was.
Yeah, exactly, because they don't keep up with inflation. Every time they raise, and it doesn't matter because every time they raise the minimum wage, all the companies just raise their prices anyway.
Yep.
So you're never going to be able to keep up with it. The key is to getting raises and shit in between those inflation rates, or between those raises of a minimum wage, right?
Yeah.
If
That
you're
cop said he just sold his car yesterday. He should have asked more for it.
Oh, it must,
Oh,
yeah.
He just listed it yesterday and sold it already.
well, that's good.
Mhm.
I mean, like I said, it's not like this is a conspiracy theory that people, if you can't notice that shit has gotten almost 3 times as expensive as it was 4 years ago, I don't know where your head is. It's either in your ass or under a rock. And It's
Exactly.
not hard to tell.
Crazy. Mhm.
And like I said, this isn't exclusive to America. This is across the board everywhere right now
Oh, yeah.
in
Yep.
all Western countries.
I'll agree with that.
The problem everywhere.
Yeah, I was glad that my works pension was linked to the inflation rate.
Hmm.
Over COVID, it got something like 11% rise instead of the usual 1 or 2%.
I mean, granted, in the US, it is cheaper in certain areas. Like, obviously, it's cheaper here than it is in California or New York, but still, you still feel it from the amount, regardless.
Thank you, Chief.
I would have thought that Florida would have quite a high price with it being such a touristy place.
Not compared to like California or New York, not even close.
Yeah, California. Mm.
Now, it's like any other place, right? That's big tourist. It might be expensive in the tourist areas.
Yeah.
But, any local knows where, they don't generally hang out in the touristy type areas, So local businesses aren't going to cater to, if they're more getting local people, they can't be hiking their prices to crazy amounts just because.
Yeah.
Otherwise, people ain't going to come in there. But when you're catering to a bunch of people that are coming into your restaurant once every 10 years, they might visit, you know, just like it's like anything else, right? Like somebody, if you're catering to tourists, you can give them bad service because they're just going to fucking leave and go home. And then you
Yeah.
get the next person coming in, you know?
To the next one.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think you have to be as good of a business if you're catering to tourists versus, you know, everyday people in your town, because those are people who are going to continuously come back weekly, if not monthly, you know, and get away with fucking people over a little bit more.
Oh, what the hell have you got on your television now? That is not the river.
Yes, it is.
But it is
Oh.
now. It must have been.
It was
Oh, I would
advert.
say,
Well, what I've noticed is they're running frickin' ads on this.
Yeah, that was what it was. It was adverts.
Hmm.
That sure is blue water, though, isn't it?
It is now, yeah.
shit, Dusty. Like I said, 4 years ago, gas prices here were pushing damn late 90s prices. Yeah, we were down to like, at one point in my town, we were down to like $1.78 a gallon. Like,
Jesus.
that's super fucking cheap, dude. Like that was what I was saying.
We're
Me-
$1.70 a liter.
I could go to the store 4 years ago
Yeah.
and throw $20 in the car and damn near fill it up.
We're about
I couldn't.
£1.35, £1.35 a litre, something like that.
Yeah, like I said, I wouldn't like it was so cheap the last year Trump was in
Sort of like
office here.
nearly £6 a gallon.
Now, is that a US gallon or an?
Oh, that's a UK gallon. You multiply
Yeah.
I know that. I'm just having a lend of you.
3.8 litres to an American gallon, 4.5 litres to
4.5, yeah.
a UK gallon,
Mm-hmm.
imperial gallon.
Yeah, I'm not sure about property taxes, Dusty, because I don't pay property taxes because I don't own a property. But I know the homeowners insurance thing that Sunstar Brenda's talking about is definitely an issue in Florida. Like Florida's not perfect by any means. There are some flaws here, but it's definitely better than California
Nowhere's
and New York.
perfect. Nowhere is perfect, but you've got to take the good with the bad, and if there's more good than bad, then you win.
Right.
I think the
Right.
actual calculation is 4/5 because there's 16 fluid ounces in a US pint and 20 fluid ounces in a UK pint.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4/5
Just to make everything difficult as usual.
or 0.8.
4/5, which 0.8.
I would say that might have been part of it, Donald, but we were also producing a lot more gas here in America too, though. Where when
Yeah.
Biden came into
We-
power,
We
he cut the
produce
Keystone.
a lot of it and send it to Singapore.
Our problem is that the government tax the petrol so much.
Yeah, we've got
The-
at least a third of our price is just taxes.
Well, I'm saying like at one point though, during Trump's about 2 years into Trump's office, we were actually outproducing the Middle East in oil
Yeah.
production.
We do that too.
And we were building the Keystone pipeline, all that stuff was going on. And then when Biden got into power, he immediately shut all that shit off.
Yeah, I know.
He quit a
Stupidity.
lot of the oil drilling and all that. But it's hard to say because here in Florida, you know, in some states, yeah, it was like ghost towns on the highways, right? Because there wasn't as many people out. In Florida, it wasn't like that, dude. Like I said, if you were here during the height of COVID, and you were in Florida, you wouldn't think any of that was going on. The streets were still packed. People were still
Yeah, I
packed in
know. I
restaurants.
remember watching. I remember hearing about
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
We're
you would
stuck in,
go
we're all stuck in our homes. The doors welded shut.
now. There was probably a good amount of people that were staying home, but it was by choice. It wasn't by force. But like I said, there was still, people at the parks. You'd go to the parks on the weekends. It was still packed full of kids.
Yeah.
You'd drive down the roads. Roads were still packed full of vehicles. I mean, it didn't, like I said, I didn't notice any of that shit while I was living down here. It was almost like watching the rest of the world from the outside, really, to be honest with you. It was. Like, we didn't have the issues with the riots down here. We didn't have issues with, there was a few little riots that did spring up, but they were shut down like almost immediately. Um, we didn't have the COVID lockdowns or any of that stuff. It was like
Mm.
watching the rest of the world from the outside. Yeah, it was definitely. I was glad I was down here for sure when all that was going down. Next door neighbor tree fell on our house and ripped off our brand new gutters, and we have to pay for it. BS Florida law apparently. Well, because by Florida law, Dusty, you have the right to cut a tree down. Like if the tree's overhanging your property from a neighbor's yard, you actually have the right to cut that off. So that's why they're probably looking at it that way, is that you had the opportunity to trim the tree if you wanted to, but you didn't do it. That's kind of the way I think it works. Because we had a neighbor that bitched at us when we were living at our old house. We had the neighbor's tree and it had like 3 fingers coming off of it that were like way over like over half the house, just hanging over. And our landlord had a tree company come in and cut the 3 limbs off. And the neighbor next door fucking threw a big old hissy fit over it. But there was nothing he could do about it.
Oh well. The big boxing fight tonight.
Yes.
Dubois versus Anthony Joshua. Dubois
Okay.
Dubois knocked him out.
Good.
Oh, it's not that bad, Randy. Bugs are not that bad down here. Yeah, in places like that, Dusty, like you said, Busch Gardens was empty. People either chose not to go or that was just a personal choice of the park to do that, like to cut down how many people could go in there. Like companies were still allowed to do that themselves, but like Legoland, they were shut down for a while. But that was their own personal choice as a business to do that. They weren't forced to do it by the state government. Like other states, they were forcing businesses to shut. Here, it was just your choice as a business if you wanted to. Then I don't know how that works, Dusty. Yeah, if it wasn't hanging over, then I don't know. Oh, is it something you can fix yourself, Dusty? Because, motherfucker, I would not file a claim if you don't have to. Because, like Brenda said, homeowners insurance in Florida is a bitch. Well, it all depends on where you live too, Randy. You live down in the Everglades, yeah, you're gonna fucking have a lot more bugs. They're really not a problem around here. If anything, there's just a shit ton of lizards. Come
Yeah.
outside and there's fucking lizards everywhere.
Yeah.
Every
Great
time I
work,
walk,
Dusty.
oh, nice. Dusty, are you? I'm assuming. I guess Dusty must own the property then.
Hmm.
He must own his house then. Because then that wouldn't be on him to fix it. It'd be the landlord. But yeah. So he must own his own house. Yeah, that sucks. If the tree wasn't actually overhanging your property, I don't know how that would work then. Because I know Sarah's mom's neighbor, the fucking mean bitch that moved out. Remember the one that we were having issues with?
Yeah.
That didn't like the kids outside playing during the day because they were too loud in the middle of the damn afternoon in the backyard running around playing. That she thought that was an issue. She said we were the worst thing to happen to the neighborhood because the kids were outside playing. I was like, really? Anyway, she had a tree company come in and trim Sarah's mom's tree that was overhanging her house. She had every right to do that. Oh, the lizards don't bother me, Brenda. I don't mind them. There's just a lot of them. Like every time I come out on the back porch, there's like 30 lizards up on the fucking screen on the outside of the back porch.
Oh no, not the
Chilling.
lizards.
They
Well, you wouldn't make a very good truck driver because they have to deal with lot lizards all the time.
oh god.
Dominic's got a serious look on his face.
No comment.
So, are you playing Fortnite tonight, Justin?
Yeah, probably later this evening.
You usually go on about 8 or 9, right?
Yeah.
It just blows my mind how fast the sun is setting now.
Yeah, I'm exactly the opposite. It's blowing my mind how early the sun is getting up.
Ah,
And it's pitch black here.
Right, yeah, there's almost 90 minutes difference from when the sun used to rise to when it is now. And we've got daylight saving coming up. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, I feel you on that, Dusty. I mean, there's advantages to renting and disadvantages. Obviously, you'll never own the home. But if something major happens, you don't have to pay for it, thank God. If the house needs a new roof, you ain't the one that has to fork out the money for that. Or, if the water heater breaks, something like that.
Hmm.
That's the only, I mean, that's really your advantage to paying rent to somebody. As long as they're not a slumlord type person, you know what I'm saying? But as long as if you have a good landlord that fixes shit when it breaks, I mean, there is that advantage to renting, but shit, newer mortgages ain't that cheap, Dusty. Shit, what Sarah mom's mom pays a month, she's only a few $100s shy of renting a fucking house. It's not much.
Oh, yeah.
There used to be a big gap between paying a mortgage and paying rent. Now there's really not that big of a gap between the two.
No.
You know, if you bought your house 20 years ago or so, yeah, it's different.
In Port Huron, there will be lots of sun, with a high of 83 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 63 degrees.
Oh yeah, you just got a new AC. Oh, those are expensive. Getting a whole new AC unit. That's not a cheap endeavor by any means. Oh yeah, occasionally I find a lizard in the house, but usually the cats end up getting it. I usually just chase them back outside if I can't grab them. I'll just corner them to the front door and then chase them back outside or the back door. We bought ours during COVID. Our interest rate is 2% locked in. And the best time to buy a house was if you had the extra money when the market crashed in 08. And then you could get a swoop in and get a really nice house for super cheap. But the problem was a lot of people didn't have money at the time when that happened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, that one difference, the difference in just how much money you had to make to buy a house is almost double than what it was before. Like 5
Qualify,
years
yeah.
ago. 5 years ago, you had to make like I think it was 60 or 65,000 in order to buy a home, and now you have to make over 100,000. I think it's like 120,000 a year. You have to make minimum now, almost for most people to try to get a home.
God,
It's
that's
really
crazy.
hard. Yeah, it's insane. That's why I said if you look at what they've said that the next generation has it worse, is one of the first generations to have it worse than their parents actually did, which is sad.
Jeez, 50,000. God.
We sold right now, we can get 150,000 more than what it was when we got it.
What's
Yeah,
that?
mine's about that. I paid 50,000 for mine back in 1996, and it's worth 200,000 now.
Well done.
Oh shit, there's some.
Of course, by the time I'd finished paying the mortgage, it had cost me 100,000 rather than the 50,000 I was supposed to pay for it.
Well, it's like Stephen, a lot of those people that live in California back when they bought
Yeah.
their houses in the 70s for like 40, 50 grand, and now they're worth like 700,000, 800,000 now.
Oh, my mum and dad bought their house when they got married. So I'm 65. That's 66 years ago in a couple of weeks' time. And they paid, what was it now? £900 for it.
Jesus. That's cheap.
How long, what were the wages and how long would it have taken them to pay it off?
Well, I would imagine that I think it cost him something like £40 a month.
Yeah, I wouldn't have took that long. Maybe a year. What, about 2 years? 2,
Yeah.
3 years
No,
at the
it's
most.
the mortgage is 25 years.
At 40 pounds a month?
Well, it must have been a lot less than that, come to think of it, yeah. But no,
Yeah,
man,
'cause 40.
I think £40 a month might have been the wages, come to think of it. Because
I was gonna
obviously
say, 'cause
back in them days, they didn't get a lot.
yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause 40 pounds a month, that would have been paid off within a 3-year period
Yeah.
somewhere in there.
Yeah. At 900, divide it by 12, so that's 7. Divide that by. It was probably only about £1 a week, something like that, by the £1 a month by the sounds of it.
Well, that was back when you could take a fucking dollar and you could take you and your girl out to a steak dinner and get lobster and then go to the movies and fill up your car and you'd still have 10 cents left over.
That was in the day when there were $4 to £1.
Yeah, but back when Paul was a kid, you could stretch a dollar pretty fucking far.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was in
Yeah.
1958 they bought it.
They used to have cheeseburgers for 39 cents.
It's pretty much the same size as mine.
French
Only
fries for a quarter.
What's up,
Hey,
Ron?
Ron.
TJ.
Hey, Ron,
Big
and
guy.
Mr. Giggles.
I mean,
Don't you start, TJ. Calm, just relax yourself.
I would say their house is probably worth about 175,000.
How you doing,
That's
Ron?
a big difference.
Hey, Ron.
How's everybody?
What's up, everybody?
You sound
good.
Hey,
tired.
Ron. TJ.
Yeah, a little like that.
That was pretty good. That was funny. That's
What do
funny.
What are you,
What I
Ron?
want to know is, is it funny?
What's funny?
That's pretty good.
Hey, Ron, what would the country folk out by you think of Mr. Giggles here?
Oh, we'd have fun with them. I'd put them out to pasture, but no,
He'd give a new relationship to bull riding.
no.
That's pretty good. That's some good stuff.
Yeah, that's it. Get on the back of the bull and start
Pretty
laughing,
good.
and the bull will be getting worried.
That's funny. That's pretty good.
So, Ron, are you back to work? You getting in the swing of things, or
They'd be hammering us, bud.
well, they just don't have enough help?
Oh, goodness.
Well, we have all those fires.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and that's where I'm going
Is
tomorrow.
that situation getting any better?
No, we're up at one yesterday. Yesterday was kind of the last day for the one, and they wrapped up. And matter of fact, we left early. But just as they were wrapping up, 2 more popped up. We could hear the conversation. I don't know whether the embers are still floating in the air.
Well, you know, there's some sick bastards in this world. Do you think they're overstarting them?
You know, I have heard there has been some arson, but they said a lot of them has been to lightning.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There was a picture up, see if I can find it on Facebook. We had somewhere between 60 and 70 mile an hour winds the other day. And it's out on, on these ranches and these dirt roads. They actually stopped all firefighting action because you could not see. You literally could not see. The dust and the smoke was unbelievable. Let's see if I can find that.
Well, you'd almost have to wear a hazmat helmet, with the breather.
Yeah.
So I was actually trying to find that
Yeah,
flying that flying Santa thing that you were showing earlier, and I found one I found one similar. Let me see.
Well, if you go up in the chat, he posted the link.
Well, this is here. I'll show you the one that I found. Hold on. Whoops. Oh, hold on. All right. All right. Where was
Oh, that's
it?
close enough.
Oh, the little Santa. Okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
little, yeah.
that was on eBay though.
eBay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to find. I
Amazon.
found one similar on Amazon, but I don't know where the heck it went. I saw it on there when I searched it, but I don't know where the heck it went.
It went to the North Pole.
It went to the North Pole.
Yeah, at a flyaway.
Where the heck was it? I just typed in flying Santa drone and let's see. It was just like it was like this one right here, but there was Santa like on the bottom of it. It was like one of these. But it had,
so it was Santa's ball suspended or what?
no, it was actually like a Santa figurine like on the bottom, but it did have the blades and everything on top. I don't know where the heck that one that I saw was. It was kind of like this guy right here, but it was a Santa figurine. It was kind of like this one. But anyways.
Remember how to share on here, not share screen.
Then
Yeah,
you got
here's-
to have it playing on your screen.
Yep.
Sure.
There it is here, yeah.
You got to remember to share the audio if you want audio on it.
Yeah. That's how bad it was the other day out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, you can't even see anything in front
Is
of you.
that from ground level?
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like you're up in the clouds.
I know. Yeah, it was bad.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, they've been,
Well, you know, TJ'd make a great firefighter because he breathes out of his ears.
yeah, it's been some doozies.
Holy cow! Look at that thing.
Yeah, that was
Go up right there.
yeah, guy drove up a telephone pole.
That's crazy.
Yeah, this is with the fire department here locally. But yeah, this is the fire I was at the other day. What's left of the property, but yeah. Yeah, the whole state's burning. Wyoming, Montana. Yeah, DJ, come on out this way. I'll get you a little cowgirl and with some boots and
Yeah, I know. I want to come out to Wyoming sometime.
it's a pretty place. You know.
TJ,
Yeah, we have our weather, but you guys get stuff too.
Heck yeah.
yeah. TJ the Virginian.
Yeah.
Although it'd be more like
But
Trumpus.
when was Dawn a little girl? I said when I was a little girl.
So jerks.
Yeah, now he's a lumberjack.
Hey, Ron, did they have an estimate of how many families have been displaced by all of that?
I probably do somewhere, but I know it's over 500,000 acres of property. That's a lot of land.
So about 2 houses then.
Two.
We actually, a bunch of us got together. One of my coworkers, his grandfather's ranch was being severely threatened, and a whole bunch of us just took off, went up there and helped. We built fire lines and helped save his house and his barn.
Well, he must have had a tractor to help you with, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because it's the people in the towns that don't have all that equipment, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. One of the biggest important tools, believe it or not, is like some kind of a dozer with a blade.
Yeah.
To build a fire line.
Or even one of those what you told behind us got the 3 angles and it tills a tiller,
Mm-hmm.
tills up the soil.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm back at the Livingston fire tomorrow.
How far away is that, Rod?
That's over in Gillette. About 30 to 40 miles away.
Oh, that's it, huh?
Yeah. The one I went to yesterday, I was up in northern Wyoming, just across the Montana line. But they pretty much finished that up. I'll tell you what, they got their act together. There's like every morning we would have a briefing at the command center. And it was a spot they picked out. They have this gigantic mobile home. It's the command post and radios and phones and TVs and it's and they had it set up to where one of the local restaurants come out, had a fed all the firefighters. One restaurant made some serious bucks.
Hey, Donald.
Feeding firefighters 3 times a day, over 200 firefighters.
What's up, Don?
I'm just hopping on here for a second to correct Paul. That the thing with the
what have
disc,
we done?
the thing with the
What?
disc is the thing that goes behind a tractor with the discs is not a tiller, it is a harrow.
It's a plow.
Well, there are
No,
arrows, but
No,
there's
a plow
also
a plow is a different thing.
there's also discs that have like they're wide, but they got 3 great big things that just flip the soil over.
That's called a harrow. That
Well,
folds it over. A tiller actually digs up and mixes the soil as it goes along.
Mm-hmm.
A harrow was chains.
A disc harrow is the one with the that pulls behind the tractor with the disc that
Yeah.
folds it over.
Well, and you can take that to the bank because Don is an old country boy.
Well, no, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's called.
No, that's all right, Don. If you've got experience, you've got experience. That's why we like to have you here, because you straighten our asses out when they're wrong.
I could be wrong too. I just want to pop on and say hi.
You see, harrow,
Give Donald a hand for jumping in to straighten me out.
And let TJ know that when I was a little girl, people were nice to each other. And now TJ wants to call me out for not being a little girl, but maybe I am a little girl.
a harrow was a posh English
That's
school,
funny.
and a tiller was a French dancing girl.
Oh,
That's funny.
Dominic, did you get to see Dennis when he was over?
No, I didn't.
And a plow is a constellation.
They were in Brisbane and Sydney.
Oh,
I'm gonna look it up
I'm in
now because
Melbourne.
I said it and then I start questioning myself.
some of those skits that him and Matt did.
Oh,
See,
See,
definitely.
I've always heard of people chain harrowing.
Mm.
The one where they stopped at the body piercing place.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Oh my God. We got
Oh my
Dennis,
God.
Dennis a set of earrings.
Oh yeah, I think I was there when people were talking about him like
Oh.
going to get like piercings and stuff. I was like,
Oh, it's
what?
hysterical.
Oh yeah,
So
when
the
he had
entire
when he
piece
had
of equipment,
he had
the
he
entire
had the
piece of
earrings.
equipment we call a plow,
Yeah.
but it can be different attachments for what it's doing.
Mhm.
Mm.
TJ liked the ear piercing stuff.
I actually, when I was in my teens, I did have I had this ear pierced, but it was the wrong one, and realized it was supposed to be this. My
Yeah,
my
because
right.
left means wrong thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
You silly boy, you.
So you had
That's
the other one
funny.
pierced as well, so that you
Yeah.
could take the
That's
pick.
pretty good.
You put a hole in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it to
Then
TJ.
I just took it out. I was like, fuck it.
Well, I bet the person that pierced it was giggling their ass off too. This idiot's gonna get one in the left side.
Oh goodness.
Hey, did you notice when you left the ear piercing place that you got a different look from different people?
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I was in my teens, so I wasn't really aware.
DJ, some people would still make the argument that you still aren't aware. That's funny. Oh, go out and see if this charcoal's ready.
Tacos are ready, huh?
No, see if charcoal is ready.
Oh, charcoal's ready.
See,
Yep.
that's what I was talking about. Like when somebody says something, you think they said something else. That's what I'm talking about. Paul thought Don said tacos, but he said charcoal.
Close
'Cause
enough. Yeah,
it sounds
yeah
similar.
they're very similar.
Yeah, and I'm talking through earbuds, and then it's on the internet, so there's a lot of confusion that way. It kind of staticky, muffly.
So Ron's been out firefighting.
Mhm. Yeah, it's been fun
How many more times you got to go out? Do you know?
until they stop burning.
Do you actually have anything to do all day, or do you just sit there waiting for somebody to get injured?
Yeah, that's a lot of what we're doing. But like that one fire, I helped at my buddy's grandfather's. I was out there helping to dig and build fire lines and move animals, and yeah. But
Well, TJ
So,
can come
like,
out there and go, get along, little doggies, get along.
yeah.
Get along, little doggy. That's
Yeah.
funny.
No, it's Captain Joe that's got the little doggies.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
So
so
like, does it ever rain in Wyoming, Ron?
Not this year.
No.
that's why they're getting fires.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it's been terrible this year. We've had quite the drought. All the lakes and stuff are all down, and they're
Let's
calling
hope
for,
they kept- No,
calling for
Oh,
high
so
priest this winter.
I guess I was right. Left piercing is straight, right? Yeah. And then, yeah, right piercing signifies happy. Okay, so I was right. Because I could still, like, you could still, like, see, like, where I had my ear pierced. If you were, like, face to face with me, you could still see, like, where I
Well,
had it.
it probably
pierced.
looks like your wife took a bite out of your ear.
now does the same thing,
That could have been.
same thing apply to your nipples, TJ?
Yeah. But well, if you get both of them, what does it mean if you get both your nipples pierced?
It's some way to grab
Well-
you when you're falling over the bridge.
Yeah, both nipples pierced with a chain going down to your Prince Albert.
Yeah.
Dear Prince Albert.
Yeah.
Ron says,
Man, that's so-
what the hell did I dial into?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Mm.
I'll tell you what that means. That means you're up for anything.
Yeah.
So Ron, whatever happened to all the little hot little gals that worked in the restaurants around there?
That one girl, man, nobody, even the restaurant owner hasn't heard from her. Just tried to contact her and no response. Yeah.
So Ron, I got a question. Whenever you walk, I'm sitting here looking at which I think is cool, by the way, all your animals and stuff. But whenever you walk into your office, do you ever like kind of get startled sometimes? Like oh my god, like especially that bear right there, like oh I forgot that was there.
Yeah. It's funny. I have a couple of what do you call them? Night lights in the wall
Yeah.
socket here. It's just enough to make that bear silhouette in the middle of the night. And you walk into this room and all you see is this figure of a bear.
Oh god.
It'd be neat if you put a couple of little red LEDs in its eyes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
That'd be funny. You
Yeah,
could actually
good
do
old
that with
Brutus.
you could actually do that with all of them. You could do it with the bear, the deer, like all of them.
Demonic.
Brutus went to the hereafter.
Yeah. I named the turkey Tomas.
Oh, Tomas the turkey. That's funny.
Yeah. After my good friend Tomas O'Sullivan from Ireland.
Yeah, you see him every once in a while in the chats, but it was cool to see. It was when Warren was on Dennis's for a little bit, and then I think he popped in on Rodney's show too for a little bit too.
Yeah, I feel bad. I got to give him a call. I used to talk to him about once a month. I just get so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was going through some health issues, he said.
Yeah, he's on the road to doing good now.
Well, that's good. Where does Warren live anyway?
Warren?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I know Warren.
Oh, I thought that's who we were talking about for a moment there.
No, he wasn't talking about Warren. You were talking about Warren.
Yeah.
You're talking about Warren.
But when you said, oh, I have to give him a call, which I thought you were talking
Oh
about.
no, Tomas.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it sounds to me like that's subliminal for you, TJ. You need to call Warren, see how he's doing.
Yeah.
Well, that is more of a European version of Thomas than anything else. It's spelt without the H.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the English version of Thomas is spelt TH. So it's
TH.
Mhm.
OM. Mm. Yeah. One of my cousin's sons is called Thomas because he was born in Spain.
Yeah, so we had pizza for dinner tonight from
Yay.
the frozen ones that you get at the store.
Yep.
Those aren't too bad. They're not too bad. Just throw them in the oven and there you go.
There you have it.
Yep.
And for the life of me, Warren's name has gone right out of my head.
As in Akira show.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what he goes by.
What you watching on telly tonight then, TJ?
You say what?
What's on the television tonight?
I was watching. I have on this show called Big Hero 6. It's a animated movie. I've never really
It's an
seen
old
it.
movie.
Yeah.
Lava, lava, lava.
Yeah, the big white guy walking
Uh-huh.
around. The big white
I
dude.
love Big Hero 6.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Are you now? There was going to be a TV show based around him, around Baymax. It's Baymax or something like that, right?
Yeah, Big Mac.
No,
Not Big
Bay.
Mac, Big Macs.
Yeah, McDonald's
Big
did
Mac.
that.
I think they were going to be Disney Plus was going to be doing a show,
Hmm.
Big Hero 6. I've been watching Farscape. I never watched it when it first ran.
That was
Okay.
good.
It's okay.
Mm.
I had skipped it, and man, those seasons are long. Nowadays, you get 10 episodes for a season of a TV show, and you think, okay, that's how long a season is. But man, 22 episodes per season,
Yeah.
7 seasons. That's a crazy.
154 episodes.
Did you watch what's the other one? Leviathan?
No, is that a sequel to it?
No, it's a similar form.
Because Leviathan that's what they call their ship, is a Leviathan.
Yes, that's right. It is.
Yep.
Nope, never heard it. But yeah, I
living-
started watching it, and then I realized, oh, there's also a movie, The Peacekeeper Wars,
Yeah,
that follows it.
that's what she was. She was a peacekeeper.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
interesting, Dusty. I didn't hear about that.
Wait, he was on a cruise ship. He was watching, and guy said he got his Starlink confiscated by CEO of Carnival. Said T-Mobile is putting Starlink in Apple phones next year.
Yes.
Oh, okay, I got it now.
Oh, they wanted they wanted him to use the ship's Wi-Fi instead of his own.
Is that
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
bullshit.
I'm sure they gave him some bullshit reason, like it was interfering or something.
yeah.
That
That's
almost
Yeah,
bullshit.
messing with the
Yeah.
compass or
That's 100% bullshit.
hmm.
Well, good thing I don't have T-Mobile.
Well, that might not. Well, from what I know, he wants to design his own phone. So I don't know. But that's the thing, is if a Starlink was in it, what would be the need for cell towers at that point? You could just run everything off the satellites. Because his satellites are only, I mean, they're right outside the atmosphere. They're not that high up because of latency. He didn't put them in the normal geocentric orbit. So they're really low you can actually, every once in a while, there's videos online where you can actually see the line of Starlink satellites in the sky.
Yeah, you can.
Because of
There's
the
a
sun.
Starlink tracker online where it'll tell you when it's coming over your location. Your location will tell you exactly when to go out and look up.
Here, watch. I'll actually show you some videos of it.
Yeah, which makes me wonder, what do those uncontacted tribes in, like the Amazon, think when they see the stars lined up like that and flying across?
Yeah,
It's a sign.
the gods are angry.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're not. They've gone straight past.
So in certain cases, if the sun's hitting them just right, you'll actually get lines of them in the sky that look like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
Because there's thousands. He's planning on putting, I think, 12,000 of them up altogether. And he's got
Wait,
like
what is it? Is that
3,500 of them up or something.
a
It's just a line
Starlink
of-
satellite?
Yeah.
Looks
But
like
it's
a bunch of looks like a bunch of shooting stars.
But
Yeah.
the sun has to be hitting them right, and you just have to be in the right place at the right time to be able to see them like that. But there have been a
That's
lot of
pretty-
people that have gotten videos of them.
Pretty wild.
I think
I
Yeah,
it
don't,
he's got
I don't think Ron's gonna be watching much stars up there.
got
do you?
like around 3,000 up there now, and their total goal is about 12,000. I think he's
I
right.
thought he was going for 50,000.
Not the Starlink article I read the other day from them. I don't know where that 50,000 number came from, because I heard that too. That seems like an
Are you gonna have french fries and hot dogs?
Okay, chaps, I'm dropping off. I'm going to see Art. So
Oh, is Art
All
All
on?
right, Don, we'll see you.
Okay, buddy.
good night.
See ya.
All right, see you later.
You know,
Ooh. In that case, I need to go and see if I can win a drone that I don't want.
Yeah, he's gonna give away a drone tonight.
Yeah, I don't even know which one it is, but he always has a lot more people watching when he gives a drone away. Trouble is, most of them are like in the Philippines.
yeah.
I think he's gonna give away the Neo.
Yeah,
can't-
there's a lot of
Can't have one yet.
He doesn't have one yet.
No.
the
Yeah.
only person in the U.S. besides influencers that we know that actually have them is David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AZ Drones got him.
That we know
And
of,
Paul-
at least. I'm sure.
Paul had-
Paul
Yeah,
well,
but
he sold them to David.
Yeah.
David,
He had them.
Yeah.
he was the first to have them and the first to sell them.
I'm gonna pop out too, guys.
Okay, Ron. Hey, get
All
some
right,
rest,
Ron, we'll
buddy.
see you.
We'll see
That's
y'all.
Yeah, it was the fastest used drone sale ever.
Thanks for coming in.
One of them wasn't even opened.
But yeah, the article I read the other day that was actually from Starlink themselves said they were planning around 12 to 14,000,
All right.
and they're at like 3,500 or 2,500 somewhere in there. I can't remember the exact number. No, but there was a lot of people, like Dusty said, that literally thought they were aliens in the sky, and then they posted it.
Oh,
and people
yeah.
started correcting them and saying, "No, that's Starlink satellites. Relax yourself. Go back in your trailer at the trailer park. You're all right."
TJ's playing with his mustache again.
Indeed. Indeed.
It's still there,
This
TJ. You don't have to keep checking it to see if somebody stole it.
I just wouldn't think, like, if you're going to offer Starlink in the phone, why would you even? I just don't understand that, because all these cell carriers are doing internet off of their cell towers. It just doesn't make sense why they would do that.
That's funny.
I don't know, unless T-Mobile is doing some kind of major collaboration with them. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird that they would do that.
I wouldn't have thought the aerial in the phone. Big enough.
You know what? Now?
I wouldn't have thought the antenna in the phone would have been big enough.
I mean, unless that technology has gotten that compact. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look how small their dish is now. I mean, compared to just 5 years ago.
Yeah, but it still has to point upwards to
Yeah, I don't know. That doesn't seem like that would work. I'm kind of on the fence about that. Like, because then it'd be like, well, what would be the point of having a T-Mobile phone that runs off cell towers with Starlink built into it?
Yeah.
It just seems kind of counterintuitive. Like, that doesn't seem to make sense. Like, I can understand Elon doing his own phone and selling it with Starlink built into it.
You'd
But
have
it
to
would definitely.
weird way to actually get it to hook up to the satellite stuff.
That's what I'm saying. That would be, yeah. Because as far as I know, he wanted to do his own phone and everything. Like, he didn't want to. That's what they've been saying for the last few years, that he's wanting to build his own phones.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So just I'm wondering what operating system he'd end up using. Would he make his own operating system, or would he try, or would he use Android? Because I don't really see him using Apple. I don't see Apple giving up their iOS to put on another phone.
I think it'd take a hell of a lot to develop a new operating system from scratch.
Well, see, like, and it really comes down to the App Store when you're doing that too, because like
Yeah.
Microsoft's phones were really nice, they worked really well, but their App Store was absolute garbage, and that's why people didn't. That's the one reason why that was one of the major reasons why their phones got killed, was because they just didn't have basic apps. I mean, you couldn't get Amazon app, you couldn't get the Walmart app, you couldn't get Google Maps. I mean, there was just all these basic apps that every other app store had that they just did not have, and it was really annoying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Wasn't written for their system. Yeah.
Do these in here?
But I liked the Microsoft phones when they had them. I thought they were really nice.
Mhm.
Especially, what was it, the Nokia 9, what was it, the 900 or something? It was the last one I had, and it was a really nice phone, very responsive, very good operating system. Everything worked really well on it. But like I said, I ended up
Christy,
going back
what's
to
up?
Android because of the App Store.
Hey, Gitchy.
About 6 months after I got the phone, I switched back to Android because it was just annoying. If I wanted to go to Amazon or anything, I had to go through the browser in order to get to it.
Hopefully your neighbors won't throw anything at their TVs, then they'll regret it.
Yes, Bob. Training.
I could probably see one of them throwing a remote at their TV or something.
Precious decided she needs to go out even though it's rain. Well, that didn't
She
take
just
very.
came back in from her 3 hour out laying in the dirt.
She just came back in from like.
I said 3 hours, 2 hours laying in the dirt. But as
You got
can
one of
see,
them.
It's starting to get dark early already. See down here, it's no sunshine.
Yeah.
Sun is just setting here. Starting to go down.
And
Still light out there.
it's still 78 degrees out. So
Still light out here. It's starting to set now. Probably about another half hour or so.
Paul, you got one of them doggy doors on your front door?
just a minute.
Well, I'll take a look at the link there. Watch out. Move, Bo. Go away.
I'm gonna have to do some carpentry work here. On my front porch, I've got two by fours that come down like this and meet at the bottom. The bottom of it is rotting out, and so I can take and move them like that. The supports for the roof.
That can't be good.
No,
Do you have a doggy door on your front door where Mia can go in and out?
yeah. Well, I just shut the door. It's a magnetic door.
Okay. So it's like one of those like magnetic little,
screen door. Yeah.
Yeah. Those are cool. I like those things. I know a buddy of mine who's got one, and you just like walk through it and it just clings back together after you walk through it. I always like them bead doors, man. Those bead doors are pretty cool.
Oh, I gotta look that up. It's this.
Michigan football. Michigan football.
Hmm.
Okay, so the thing that they're talking about doing next year is for, as far as Starlink goes, from what I'm reading, is it would be dealing with their emergency SOS signals for the phone.
Yeah, Gitchy. It looks like it's going to be a cliffhanger, Gitchy.
But they said there's still way too many challenges to try to make the phone compatible with Starlink because the hardware they use to connect to cell towers is way different. So the partnership that they're supposed to be doing, it looks like that it's gonna be for emergency SOSs on the iPhones. At least from what I was reading in the article.
Hmm.
Because what they want to do is put Starlink in just for cell phone dead spots, which means the phone would have to be able to switch back and forth between the two systems. So what it would do is it would offer T-Mobile an opportunity to give their customers pretty much unhindered access to cellular and internet capabilities no matter where they're at. And in reality, T-Mobile really wouldn't have to expand their tower network at all anymore because Starlink would pick up the slack in between towers. Is what it sounds like that they're talking about. But like I said, the big challenges from what Elon was saying was because the phone has to be able to connect to either one of the two systems, and it's completely different hardware for each system.
What do you got swirling there, boy?
Some
Oh,
wine.
because you couldn't see it. I thought you're swirling your willy.
I just like swirling my wine. Yeah, I have a long enough. I have a long enough schlong to swirl it around.
Are you trying to look fancy?
Yeah.
Just start talking all fancy, talking down to everybody. Indeed. Nice. Nice.
Indeed.
It's a nice 2024 vintage.
2024 vintage. Indubitably.
No, you're not going on.
I'm a big
who came
wine
up with
drinker.
this? Yeah, I like wine. They say it's good for your heart, so I drink it.
I rarely ever drink wine.
Yeah.
Although I haven't drank it enough different kinds to really say I don't like it. The few I've had, didn't really care.
Like I drink it with like like we had pizza tonight, so it pairs well with pizza. And like if I'm having like a steak or something, like I'll drink wine because it pairs well.
That's what every alcoholic says, TJ. It's like I was having a bowl of cereal that paired well with it.
Yeah, I was drinking wine because it paired well.
My Michelob beer paired well with the cereal at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, you ought to be drinking the wine out of your salad bowl.
That's funny. That's hilarious. So I was gonna ask, I wonder who came up with the name for different names of your wiener or whatever, like.
What?
Oh no, because we were talking about piercings earlier when Don was on here, and when he had the chain going, and then he said something down to your
You talking about a Prince Albert?
Yeah, your Prince Albert. Yeah. Like, wait, what? Why is your wiener called a Prince Albert? And then there's.
So TJ's been sitting here vigorously thinking about wieners, everybody.
You
heard it here first. You heard it here first, folks.
Oh no, because I can understand a one-eyed monster or whatever, but then
All
like
right,
there's.
keep talking. You're just digging yourself in a hole, TJ.
The Prince Albert.
That's funny. That's funny.
It's not the thing that's called a Prince Albert. It's the piercing that goes in it that's called a Prince Albert.
Oh, the person that goes in it. Oh.
Yep. Piercing.
You just shattered his weenie dreams. Look, I shall call him Prince Albert.
That's funny. You have Prince Albert panties or what?
Well, you better let him. Better let him out. Better let him out. Oh, that's funny.
No, get out of my room. Out.
What, do the dogs keep coming in there?
Oh, it's telling the kids to get out of my room.
It's well, it's raining outside now.
Oh, bummer.
Not really. It's pitch black. Wasn't good. Well, other than the fact that I'm not going out for a cigarette in the rain, but
Yeah, smoking's bad for you anyway. I'm good.
yeah, true.
Sucking down a half a bottle of wine, claiming it's good for his heart.
Well, that's what That's what they say. I
Yes.
don't know. I don't know who they is, but that's what they say.
The people that make red wine.
Yeah, exactly.
Same people that told you cigarettes were good for the soul.
Cigarette triggers for the soul.
Sounds like Gitchy's neighbors are being very rowdy.
Yeah. Neighbors screaming and clapping. Just listen for the screaming.
What she means is she can hear TJ even from there.
Yeah. Screaming and
Are you out on the
clapping.
road, Gitchy, or are you at home? Because I honestly took Gitchy for like living in a house like out in the woods, not like in the city.
Yeah, that's or like, cause she was always like sailing somewhere, so I thought maybe she was like on a boat or something.
Not sailing, she's a flight attendant or flight stewardess. Excuse me if I get the
Flight attendant.
flight
Oh.
attendant.
Attendant.
Flight specialist.
Flight specialist.
Although it's like they change the name every 10 years.
Mm.
I didn't want to like call her something that she'd get offended by. Like you call Ron an ambulance driver and no, he gives you a dirty look.
Yeah.
Hey, Gitchy, did Michigan win? Because I'm just at the last time out at like 19 seconds, 17 seconds left.
Oh, look, they're in a teepee. How nice.
Metro Detroit Chevy dealer commercial again.
Oh, Jonathan found his stickers, by the way. He said he thought he lost them, but he found them.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Joe. Yeah, that's Joe if he got his or.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, I have to message him and ask. Once
Well, I
I'm.
mean, you should be able to look in the messenger if he sent his address within the last week.
Yeah, because I have like everybody's address that had sent me stickers and stuff like that. I have everybody. Well, the majority of everybody's address, anyways.
Yeah, I got a whole envelope full of envelopes from like a manila envelope that's packed full of other envelopes from everybody that sent me stuff over the years.
Yeah.
I keep just in case I need to send somebody something.
Yeah.
I actually should just take them all and just fucking make a Word document on my computer and just throw them all out.
Yeah. It'd be a whole lot better. Like a spreadsheet or something.
Yeah, just do a spreadsheet, type them all out, save it as a file.
You're better off doing it as a database than a spreadsheet, but
Jump off here because I'm going to be going live in about an hour or so.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be doing some gaming, aren't you?
Yeah. So I will catch y'all later.
All right, Justin. We'll see you.
okay. See you, Justin.
Later, guys.
Paul, take your hand, put it underneath your chin, and do this. Like this. That's fun. That was pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh goodness.
So I take it when you say Michigan, you're talking about the college
Football.
football.
Yep, the
Yeah.
Wolverines.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
I don't know whether there's an app for the scores on that. I've got the NFL on it on my
They
phone,
won.
but
They won. And the best part is they beat University of Southern California.
That's funny.
Ditchy says she doesn't have to watch. She just has the neighbors yelling and
Oh,
screaming.
Joe said he hasn't received his stickers yet. Well,
Well, you know,
They
that's
should- they
TJ.
should-
You know, when he gets around to it, you know.
well, they should be coming soon. I mean, I know he had that big hurricane come through or whatever, but I hope they should be there soon.
Yeah, and he sent him by horseback, so you know he could get
I
there.
said it by horseback.
Pigeon Post.
Yeah, pigeon post. There you go.
The pigeon post.
Well, the Detroit Lions are 1-1.
Hopefully they're
And
there.
they-
They'll get there soon. If not, then I'll send you out some more if they don't. Because
It says that-
I'm pretty sure that I wrote the address correctly because I literally have your address from when you sent me stickers.
And it's
Well, if I were you, I'd mail another set of stickers in case he doesn't get it, because if you wait until find out whether he gets it next week, it's going to be 2 weeks before he gets it.
Yeah.
You
I'll
oughta
send them out.
got into this.
put them in the
I need
mail
to-
tonight or tomorrow.
Well, I literally just ran out of stamps, so I need to get some more stamps.
Uh-huh.
Sunday
plus
the 9th.
Uh-huh.
Because I got a thing in the mail that I owe the IRS some money.
15th. Now the 22nd.
I think I put your apartment number on it, Joe. Because when I pulled out everybody's address that I sent stickers to, I found yours, and I put all your address information on the envelope. So I don't know why it's taking forever to get there. Let me just make sure.
According to this, the Lions play the Cardinals tomorrow at 4:25 your time.
We need to clean this out. I think I have, well, I don't know if I have, Lord, I can't even get to half of them in here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put your well, I think it's
yeah,
actually
well,
I put your
Yeah, well,
yeah, that's Yeah, I think because the one that I have is your PO box. That's probably why. You'll have to send me your new address then, because that's the one that I sent it to is your PO box. So if they end up coming back to me, just send me your just send me your actual address, and if they come back to me, I'll write your actual address on there. Yeah, I need to do like Justin was talking about, because I have so many envelopes in here with everybody's address on it. It's crazy.
Now, TJ, you didn't send it to Joel's PO box, did you? Because he's not got it anymore.
Yeah, I just saw that. He just sent me his actual address. So I'll put a couple of more of them out when I go and get some more stamps. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna get off here and go have some ice cream.
Okay,
Well, I'll see you guys.
I guess we're gonna say
later.
adieu.
Say adieu.
I got the
Bye.
Bye. We'll see you, Mark.